what is your last 30 days from the Amazon Influence Program?
I have made $12,500. So your sister, she really stood out to me just watching different things, different content you guys have put out, and seeing her success because she is a mom as well. And so that really stuck out to me.
Welcome back to the Viral Vue channel. I have a feeling this is gonna be one of my favorite videos that we do because we have a special guest. Well, first of all, we got Trevin on the channel. We have a special guest, Jordan, who is a mom of 4. Real quick, what is your last 30 days from the Amazon Influence Program?
I have made $12,500.
Let's go. Absolutely insane. So what we're gonna be doing in this video is diving into her journey, the ins and outs of the Amazon Influencer Program, what she has done to achieve that. There's so much to learn from her. So let's dive straight into it. Let's start with getting started, how you heard about it, what you did at the very beginning, and when that was.
Yeah, so I've been doing it about a year and a half. And I just heard about Amazon influencer, really just on Instagram, just random people. And I went to my husband and told him that I wanted to try it. And so he actually he followed Trevin, knew that Trevin was doing it. And so I kind of learned everything from you guys. And obviously like slow pace in the beginning, just trying to make videos and after I got in, and then eventually got Viral Vue. And that was a total game changer. Like it just expedited everything for me. We moved houses in the meantime. And so we, got a bigger house, more land. And I was like, man, this would be really cool if I could pay our mortgage with Amazon influencers. That was kind of my goal. And so I'm working towards that. And my husband couldn't help himself. He was like, man, like seeing the money I was making, he was like, I got to try, just do it on the side. He works full time and just like all of us, we just want to do it on the side. So him and I started doing it together. And we're literally just doing it at night, right? Like I've got my 4 kids. I'm taking care of them through the day. He's working all day. And at night, him and I are just working on it together. So it worked out really good because he's reviewing my products I'm reviewing his. And it just worked out fun. Like we're motivating each other. And then, fast forward to now, we had our biggest quarter, our biggest month, our biggest days. It's been really awesome.
That's insane. So I remember meeting you guys for the first time. So this is our second time meeting Jordan in person. I think it was last year. I can't remember the exact time. We did like a big meetup.
About a year and 2 months ago.
Was that how long? We went to Topgolf, and I think that's when, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you talking to our sister, that's
Yes.
when it kind of, you're like,
Yep.
wait, this is actually possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, kind of walk us through that mindset shift, because I know a lot of people are watching this right now and they're probably like, how in the world, like $12,000 in 1 month? That's crazy. I don't believe it. It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
And I've been there, Kate has been there, you've been there. So walk us through that kind of mindset.
Yeah, so your sister, she really stood out to me just watching different things, different content you guys had put out, and seeing her success because she is a mom as well. And so that really stuck out to me. Like she's crushing it and she's got kids. Like this is crazy. And she was so successful. And so that really inspired me. So going to the meetup, talking to her, talking to you guys, just hearing it from her, like she really did. It just inspired me so much and motivated me so much. And so that's kind of really just what got the fire under me is the fact that a fellow mother was able to do that.
I love that. And for me, I mean, my wife is now a mom and it's busy. Like being a mom is no joke. That in of itself is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And you have 4.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. And what is cool for me is a lot of people in our group in the Viral Vue community are in that same exact situation. They're like, I just want to make an extra $500 to cover groceries, or I want to make an extra $1,000 to go on a vacation, or I want to pay for a new car, or whatever the case is. And it's so like, for me, it pumps me up to see these moms just go out there, take the bull by the horns and just go out there and crush it. So, I mean, you've obviously taken it to a whole nother level of, 5 figures in a month is impressive. But for those that are watching, for you moms that are watching, it is possible. Our sister has done that. We have Jordan, and there's thousands of people in the community that are doing the same exact thing that are busy moms. So I think that's a really cool, inspiring story.
Yeah, absolutely love it. I'm curious, in that moment, what were some of the applicable steps, things that you did right after? Just having the motivation is one thing and being fired up and working harder, but was there anything that you adjusted going forward after that meetup?
Yeah, so for me, I tried, I put out a ton of videos. That was the goal in the beginning, was just get more videos up.
Which I think a lot of people complicate that. And
Yeah.
they're like, no, it's funny when we tell people get your first 100 videos up as soon as possible. People get a little overwhelmed and they're like, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But when you take a step back, it's really not as much
No.
as what you think. So
No.
that is a very important part, is just getting videos up.
Yeah.
Like, don't overcomplicate it.
100%. Just get them out. Just build up your storefront so that you're getting noticed. And it's really not hard, right? You don't need to reshoot your videos 100 times over. Just show the product and don't overcomplicate it. Just like Trevin said, I think that's huge because it's going to make you more efficient. And then once your storefront is built up, like for me, once I got built up a little more, that was kind of the goal in the beginning. And again, for me, like there's people out there that put out hundreds of videos in a day, but that wasn't something I could do. I had my 4 kids. It just wasn't gonna happen. So I would just try and do 1 video a day sometimes. Sometimes I would get 10 up. Sometimes it would be mostly probably like 3 or 4, really. And I think the most I ever did in a day was like 17, maybe.
That's great.
But just, like life's busy. It's hard to do that. And so like for me, being consistent and just not stopping. That's what really made me succeed in the end, is no matter what my commissions were doing, if you don't stop, you're not going to lose. Like
Let's go.
It's true. And you guys talk about it all the time. If you're always moving forward with Amazon influencer, you'll always get more.
Yeah.
So
that fires me up. I feel like, yeah, we on this channel, we talk about all the different tips, strategies, and things that you can do to make more while working less. But at the end of the day, nothing can take away hard work and actually being consistent. And I love that you use the word consistent, and love that you said like try to just even get 1 up a day, because that you're totally right. And everyone can relate to this, no matter what stage of life you're in. Life gets busy and there's some days when it's hard to do. And so love that you just stayed consistent, even like small consistent things, because the small things is what creates those insane results. So awesome.
So consistency, that's kind of the first most important part. What was that, I guess, second thing that you're like, okay, this is like, I feel like I figured it out. Like, I feel like there's a point in time with people that do Amazon influencer and they start to realize they're like, oh, it makes sense. This is what I need to do. And this is how I'm getting the results. Like at what point was that, and what was that strategy? Or maybe there's multiple strategies or multiple things that you heard, but after consistency was that next phase?
Yeah, so I feel like right after that, like getting my initial videos, I would try and get products that I could sell on Facebook. And so I kind of focused on that for a while because my commissions were not strong. And so I would get products that I could sell on Facebook. My husband would list them for me a lot of the time. And that would kind of, give me that month. Like I would make more in that month than just the commissions. And so that's kind of what I did in the beginning. But after that, like I got Viral Vue. With Viral Vue and just all of its features coming out, it just accelerated things like mad for me. Like getting free products and like all the YouTube videos you guys put out, it all just clicked, just like you're saying. It really did. Like for a while there, it's like, oh man, like it's not easy, right? It's like, man, I don't know. Like I've been doing this for 6 months, but sometimes I'm not making as much as I want to be. But with Viral Vue, your product research and the find and accept campaigns with creator connections, it just changed the game. It really did. So I would really say just the consistency, and then different streams of making money, right? You can charge people for the brand deals, and you're doing Facebook sales, and then getting Viral Vue, it just made everything change.
I love that. So we did not prepare this video. We're just kind of going off the cuff here. And I think this is perfect for every single person watching, because what I tell people is, number one, get your videos out, get your first 50, get your first 100 videos. Then from there, I think reselling products is super underrated, because you get that cash immediately. Where commissions, you have to wait like 60 days for them to start paying out. And in the first few months, it's not going to feel like you're even making any progress, because it's not hitting your bank account yet. And then the first one that does hit your account, it's your first month, which is your slowest month.
Yep.
And it just feels like nothing is working and you're like, I'm going to give up. But if you can go build those quick wins of like obviously get those videos up. You can see the commissions in, but you can resell the products and put cash into your pocket like right then. That's what will keep that like motivation and excitement and like, hey, this actually works. Like this is, we're on to something. So I think reselling is super valuable. And so for me, I tell people, I'm like, look, you get your first videos, you get Viral Vue, and you can do the brand message automation, requesting for all these products from Creator Connections, and start reselling them. And just from the resale value, you'll cover the cost of the subscription, plus you'll put a lot of cash into your pocket. And then from there, it's kind of smoother sailing. But for sure, that first like 1 to 2 months is super pivotable. How do you say that word?
Is that a word?
Did I just invent a word? Pivotal.
Yeah.
Pivotal. Because I feel like a lot of people give up at that 2 month, kind of 1 month mark because they're not seeing the results. So exactly what you did, I think everyone should be doing.
I love that you brought up the quick wins. And at the end of the day, and we always say this, there's so many ways to win with the Amazon Influencer Program. You know, like you have your normal commissions, Creator Connections, brand deals, getting paid to do brand deals, UK, Canada Marketplace. I mean, the list can go on and on and on.
Reselling, you didn't even add in there.
I mean, like I said, like the list goes on and on. And in my years of doing the Amazon Influencer Program, I've been able to talk to a lot of people that, you know, hone in on one or don't do one or the other. I feel like you have a good balance of doing a lot of them, and it's really cool. I'm curious, for anyone who doesn't do the reselling game and Facebook Marketplace, sometimes it can be kind of taxing where people like reach out and don't respond. Mm-hmm. What are some like tips or tricks that you've seen with the reselling game to do it as efficiently as possible?
Yeah, so I know a lot of people have said this, but like I only have so much room in my home, in my garage. And so I just try and sell them fast, like, because more things are coming in. And so I have my husband help a lot with that, you know, and so it works for us because we work so well as a team where, you know, like I might try and keep up on the latest Viral Vue features, but he is really good with posting on Facebook and messaging people and selling the products. And so he kind of works with them a lot. And we love just like the no contact, like mostly, unless it's something, but like we'll put it on our doorstep and they just come grab it. And it's just way more efficient. We literally just had someone come get it. We weren't even home this last weekend. They came and grabbed something from us and just like, you know, it was simple. So I just think like staying on top of that, just like anything else, is really nice to keep things efficient.
And then when you say like sell it quick, are you listing it at like 50% off? Does it like vary, depend on the demand?
Yeah, so I would say it varies and kind of time of year too. Like Christmas time, you can probably get away with not like selling them for a little more than normal, because especially like the week leading up to Christmas, no one can really get anything anymore online. So like I feel like you can kind of bump your price on Facebook and stuff like that. But through the year, I would say it depends on the product, but we're probably doing like 40% off.
Cool. And if it's not selling, you just
if it's not selling, just drop it.
And it's so great.
Yeah, we don't let stuff hang around. So like if something's not selling, that's another thing to like keep it efficient. Like drop the price. Yeah. Get it out of there. You're gonna get more stuff. You know?
And it's like you may feel like, oh, I'm like missing on an opportunity. It's like you got this product for free. So
like anything.
Like the profit's 100%.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I love that. So we've covered a lot of the like things that you've done that have helped you, you know, grow. I'm curious now to dive into some of the like things that you wish you would have done differently, or some of the mistakes you made. Like looking back, where are some moments where you wish you could have done it a little bit differently? Yeah.
So get Viral Vue sooner, because I have a lot of kind of fluff videos, you know, like I and it's good. Like my storefront looks strong with my video count, but a lot of them maybe aren't going to do anything for me. So the sooner you can get that product research down to find that good product, the better. Because like my husband, he has, you know, maybe half the videos as me, and he's probably making more than half of what I'm making, you know, like and so like if you can just kind of bulk up your storefront with those good products, that's only going to benefit you. So for me, I think that's one thing that would have been good is just focusing on better products earlier and not just doing the fluff products, you know?
I wish I had Viral Vue sooner.
And it's crazy to kind of do a side-by-side comparison. I was just looking at my phone because I was talking to another couple. Side note, I feel like there's a lot of powerhouse like couples that crush it with the influencer program. I feel like if you can have a a husband-wife duo, like you're kind of set up to crush it. I wish my wife was more involved. But she's just like, for whatever reason, she just has no interest. But if you can have 2 storefronts and then you have one person, like there's so many couples that come to my mind, and I feel like each couple has like their role. Like, okay, I do this, I do this. You're good at this, I'm bad at this. So like, let's split it up and like kind of attack it. And so if you're in that situation and your spouse is not doing it, try to like get them in if possible, because like there's a lot of benefits to getting free products. Is a lot easier because you can have more leverage of like, hey, we have 2 accounts and you can charge more because you have 2 accounts that you're posting to, and you can do 2 separate videos. And sometimes just the setup process is the hardest part. And if the product's already set up, you can crank out 2 videos like super fast. So I think that's a underrated strategy. But going back to getting your first like 100, 200 videos up, and she mentioned Viral Vue. If you guys are not leveraging Order History Scanner to get your first 100 videos up, I think you're missing the boat, because what that's going to do is it's going to help you find those best products out the gate, and it's going to help you win quicker. And so I think that's another little thing that you can do. Kind of segue into some commission numbers. I want to dive into kind of like the splits if you're willing. So 12,500, that's insane. Break us down kind of like, okay, what's from commissions, what's from creator connections, what's from free products, maybe resell, and then I think maybe brand deals, like getting paid for video collaborations. Are those kind of the 4 ways that you're monetizing?
Yeah. So the last 30 days, we did about 9,500 of commissions.
That's crazy.
And so, and you know, it's like 40-60 with me and my husband probably, because I've been doing it longer. So 9,500, I did 700 in PayPal. So that would be brand deals. That's just brands that reach out to me on Facebook, really mostly. I would say not even through creator connection, like follow-ups.
Do they contact you via Facebook?
Instagram. Yeah. And that's one just side note I wanted to mention earlier with the process. I think like creating relationships with brands has been huge for me. My husband has not focused on that as much just with his time, but I have really kind of focused on relationships with brands. Cool. And I think that's helped a lot because, like, for example, I've got one red light therapy brand that I reached out to, and I got him to send me a really nice mat. And it was like one of my proudest products at the time, you know. It was like $1,000 product they sent me, and I was so stoked. And they have
Did you get paid for it too, or is it just
no,
free? Okay.
No, yeah, that was free. And so through email, like they get my email or I get theirs, right? And then we email each other, but they will hit me up like once a month and be like, I've got a new mat, like, will you do it? And I just do it for free for them because their products all crush it. Like they all have, it's like the perfect product. Like there's not a ton of influencer videos and they always sell. And so
and they're high ticket too, so each commission.
Exactly, yeah.
And a lot of times are they creator connections as well?
Yeah, just barely though. Like they messaged me and were like, what do you think about the creator connections program?
Like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, do it. It was like perfect right before Christmas, you know? So for them, like they will always message me and be like, you know, it's like they almost share like personal stuff. Like they emailed me about some some product problem they had. And so
that's funny. The
relationship there, and then even through some of the Instagram people, that's a little harder. But like there are some that I've kind of become friends with, maybe 2 out of all the messages I've gotten, but it's like she's like kind of my girl, you know. And she like I'll be like, where in China are you from? Because I know she's from there. And so we kind of talk like, what time is it there? Just a little bit in between. And then she'll be like, we have all these new products coming, like you'll be the first one. And so I think that's kind of helped me a lot because like some of those products aren't going to get you any commissions, right? But some of them do, even if you don't think they will. Like you do their product and it's like all of a sudden you're making a bunch of commissions on it. So I think brand relationships are kind of, if you have the time, kind of a good thing to do.
So on that topic, I know a lot of people always come to me and they're like, hey, can you give me your contacts? I'm like, why would I give you my contacts?
No way.
Like I worked for this.
Yeah.
And so the follow-up to that is like, what would you say is, how do you build these contacts? Because like, I think it's funny how people want just handouts and it's like, oh, hey, give me your contact. It's like, well, I worked for this.
Yeah.
But what would you say, how did you work for the contacts that you had?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, as you build your storefront up, you know, whatever account you're linked to, for me, it's Instagram, like you will get reached out through there. And
just to cut you off, I think Instagram in my opinion, is the best account to link.
Yeah.
Goes Instagram because it's easy to send a DM, where like TikTok brands, at least that I've seen, they're not really messaging.
I've never seen like
Yeah.
people reach out on TikTok.
And so I know a majority of people get approved using TikTok. So what I would do is I'd try to get an Instagram that you can link, because if you can link an Instagram account, like brands find you super easy. And then the second best, in my opinion, is YouTube, because they will find it and then they can find your email and message you. So if you can link a YouTube and an Instagram, that's like the best combo in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Instagram has
100%.
gotten you a lot of
Tons.
a lot
Yeah.
of leads.
Tons. Like in the beginning with the Facebook sales, I even had people just random. It was like they would send me these rocking chairs, and like those were sweet to resell, but maybe they haven't got me commissions, you know? So just like if you are willing to work with a brand, you kind of have to, I don't know, like some of them will pay, some of them won't. Some of them only want to pay $10, but there are some that want to pay more than that, and they will. And so you kind of have to just work the system there. Like I can kind of know by the way they respond if they're going to pay, if they're going to only pay me 10. Like if they're like, yeah, we do $10. It's like, okay, this is like their system. They're probably not going to pay you more than that. But there's some that's like, yeah, like I charge them $50 and they're like, okay, cool. And I'm like, sweet. Some of them will be like, sorry, I only do, 10. And I'm like, sorry, I can only do 20 for this. And like, they agree. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to get used to that.
Exactly.
But yeah, so just responding to the people that message you and maybe take a chance on them. I like to let them send me like one product, and then they'll be like, okay, I'll send you more. They'll send me their lists, and like if they're just like really cheap products, that I kind of just don't ever work with them again. But sometimes they'll all of a sudden send you like this like rocking chair after you do their like $20 product, and you're like, oh, cool.
I feel like people say no too quickly in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they feel like they have this like entitlement of like, I need to get paid and it needs to be this and it has to be this perfect product. But I think, to your point, and I've seen this, if you just take a chance on a brand and you say yes, chances are, and if you do a good job and you do it quick, chances are they'll come back and they have better products.
Exactly.
And they will give you a better product, and then you'll be able to work with them. Now, sometimes that's not always the case, but in my mind, it's like, say yes, unless you're to the point where you have so many brand deals that you just can't even keep up with it and you're just making so much money that you don't know what to do with it. But if you're in a spot where it's like you're trying to grow and trying to scale, I would say saying yes to some of these, even if you can't get it like a paid collaboration, even if it is $10, just getting your foot in the door. Because I know like with Kate and I, we've done this a few times. We've gotten our foot in the door. They'll send us a list of 300 products. They'll send us a list and be like, hey, pick 10. We've gotten people that are like, hey, we're just going to start sending you. They were sending us 30 products. 30 products a month, $900 a month retainer.
That's crazy.
And it was just, it was like mailbox money, because we knew that it was coming in. Commissions didn't matter. Creator connections didn't matter. Nothing mattered. And we could go make $900, and it took us maybe 2 hours of work.
And on top of that,
crazy.
we could throw all of the ASINs into ASIN Finder and figure out which one's the best. Absolutely amazing. And I love what you mentioned of like deciding how much to charge a brand. It's dependent on, like, do I want the product? Is it a product I can resell? Is it a product that will make me money on Amazon? And so there is no right or wrong. It's just figuring that out. What has been like your favorite product that you've gotten? Because I think it's always fun to figure out what's the best product.
Yeah. I would say like we moved, like I mentioned, and so I got in with a brand again that had sent me a ton of products, and they sent me really nice like outdoor furniture. And we bought this house with this big yard, and so it's got a deck, and we literally furnished the whole outside because this brand sent me probably like $2,000 worth of outdoor furniture over the time. And this isn't like cheap, like it's like really nice like looking outdoor furniture. I was really stoked on those because at the time, like, again, I was kind of still in the middle of it all clicking. But like, that was like, wait, like, even if I'm not crushing it with commissions necessarily, like, I'm getting all these free things, which is crazy,
So cool.
So I would say like just that whole thing I thought was really cool, just with us moving.
That's
cool. It was really exciting.
Outdoor furniture sells really good. Exercise equipment sells really good.
It's also higher commission category.
Higher commission.
Too.
Yeah.
I actually had a funny story. I got outdoor furniture and I ended up selling it and the person that picked it up was actually a Viral Vue user.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I was like,
That's
they're like,
hilarious.
wait, you're Trevin, right? I'm like, yeah, how do you know me? They're like, well, I follow you, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. It's like I'm
Hilarious.
and
It must be like, oh, you got this for free.
but what was
Yeah.
funny is she so I didn't list it on Facebook. We have this thing, it's called KSL Marketplace. It's kind of like a Craigslist, but I guess I'm old school, and so I listed it on KSL.
It's Craigslist,
And-
but in Utah,
yeah.
where we're from.
So I listed it there, and what she does on the side is she'll find deals on this marketplace and then sell it for higher on
Oh, that's
Facebook.
awesome.
So she bought it from me for
No
super
way.
cheap, and then went and resold it for
That's
more.
so awesome.
Crazy. Did she sell it?
Yeah, she told me.
Wait,
That's
that's so
awesome.
funny. That's
So,
hilarious.
anyways, it's a small world,
Win-wins.
and that's another thing. Like I feel like what we want to do as a community is we want everyone winning. We want to help as many people. We're not here to try to take anyone down or say, oh, this guy's an idiot or this, or like, we just want to be happy. We just want to all win together. And that's how we can have more peace and more fun in our life. So that's my one last message that I want to say.
I'll just give you the final floor to answer. Is there any final thing that you'd want to leave the audience with that is doing the Amazon Influencer Program?
Just don't stop. And really, your monthly payment to Viral Vue will pay you back. There is no question in my mind. Like, it will pay you back. And so I would really just don't stop. Just go at your own pace. You're gonna hear people that are, putting out all these videos really fast. Like, slow and steady wins the race. And so if you can only do it slow, but don't stop. And then, utilize Viral Vue. Make sure you're doing your find and accept campaigns. Make sure you're doing that product research, and you'll win.
Awesome. Okay, well, Jordan, that was absolutely amazing. Appreciate you for coming on. I know for a fact everyone learned so much from you, so thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. And she traveled, 4 hours-ish
Yeah,
from your house
yeah,
to
about.
come. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you. We appreciate everyone watching. And if you guys are watching, show love in the comments to Jordan. Her story is insane. 12,500 in the last 30 days. It's awesome. So huge shout out to her. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.